Okay, so it's really just gonna be us three, and then our other guitarist Brian is gonna be like in and out. He's making ramen right now.
Okay, no problem.
And our bassist didn't show up as usual.
Oh,
It's all
don't
good,
say
cheer.
that.
It's all good. We love
Ouch.
him. We love him.
That was mean.
We love him anyways.
Okay, so do you guys want to say anything about the band and possibly state your names and your role in the band?
Alright. I'm Emmett, and I sing and do the scary voice.
I'm Kevin. I hit the wooden thingies with the other wood things.
I'm Angel. I'm the rhythm guitarist in this here.
I'm Brian, and I play lead guitar.
We'll play that thing with 6 strings on it. Possibly 7 if we want to. We're too gen.
Okay, so, how was it, to play the after party for Asking Alexandria?
I'd say it was really exciting for all of us because there was a lot of our really biggest inspirations as a band playing there that night, and to hear that some of them were actually inside listening to us, and then some positive feedback from them was actually really encouraging and just kind of helped us to keep moving forward.
That sound dude was pretty awesome too at the venue. I loved him.
Anyone else want to say anything? I mean, I'm not the only one talking.
Why?
Tell me about your love for Danny Horseman or something.
That was a pretty awesome night.
I didn't get to meet him.
They're shy.
It was a pretty rad night. I loved it.
About when do you guys want your EP to come out?
October 31st.
We're hoping about a month-ish, like October 31st-ish, kind of. We don't really know. So,
Late October, early November.
but we hope
probably.
as soon as possible, just to get our music out there to everyone.
Other than Asking Alexandria, what bands are your guys' biggest influences?
Ooh, it's different for everyone. Everyone brings something different. I like a lot of like Trivium, like Miss May I-ish.
Oh, pop punk.
He likes a bunch of pop punk
We're the in
bands.
crowd and Chelsea Grin,
And like Chelsea Grin. It's a really wide spectrum.
Childish Gambino.
What's up? Some Devil Wears Prada.
I actually enjoy listening to NWA.
I just listen to a bunch of pop music. It's whatever.
We're not very metal.
Yeah, we're metal in our own ways.
I am very pop punk.
Um,
Pizzas.
So how hard has it been for you guys to get any decent gigs due to being in school and only being a band for like a year?
Over the summer, over the summer it wasn't very hard. I mean, towards like the late end of the last school year, we were able to book stuff through the whole summer. But now that school started back up again, and with
Everything's
high
on
school
weekdays.
football on Friday nights, and everything we can get being on a weeknight, it's been really hard, and we haven't been able to find a show for like a couple weeks yet. So
I think it's been like a month since we played a show.
just about.
Really bros.
We've been recording this, that's okay.
We've been in and out of the studio though.
Yeah, that was also a factor in there.
Do you guys want to talk at all about the single that you guys released last night?
Sure. Something to talk about. It's my personal favorite song off the EP. I feel like it's really one of the heaviest and one of the best put together in terms of writing when we came together on it. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. It's a pretty cool song, I think. Lyrically, it's about drinking away your problems and
Being an addict to drugs in general and how they can screw you over and you learn not to trust them.
that's
Always a time.
it's kind of a little bit personal. I don't think anyone here was like a coke addict, but I kind of used to be a problem drinker for a little bit. So
17, you don't say that.
Other than that, though, it's a really big song. Like, people seem to like it a lot.
It's really good for us. We love you guys.
Okay, so how hard has it been to try and balance high school and all the band practices and everything like that?
Not really hard at all. I mean, we just kind of do school on the week, and then on the weekends from like Friday till Sunday, we hang out and
All band.
and practice a bunch as much as we can.
We don't really care about school very much.
School's good. Stay in school, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, you still got to balance that. Stay in school. It's important.
JK,
All you kids out there.
skip school, join a band. Live a little.
Okay, so where would you guys like to see the band in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I would like to be signed to a record label and to be at least touring the continent and maybe the world.
That'd be pretty fun.
Big hopes, and it's possible.
I'd hope so.
Anything's
Maybe a
possible.
gold album here and there.
Everything's possible.
Maybe a
5 years.
couple like gold singles, platinum record, maybe. I mean, that's a hope. I mean, realistically, I hope it happens.
It's very
You never
possible.
know.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
Very possible.
With the feedback we've gotten from people in higher places.
Yeah, I mean, we always seem to get really positive feedback. I don't know if it's just people trying to be nice to us or not, but I've never really heard a directly negative thing about us that wasn't constructive and trying to help us get better. So, I guess that means we're good.
For people who haven't heard any of your stuff or seen you guys live, how would you guys describe your music?
Oh,
Um,
God.
You were saying it earlier. You got
This
this.
is
I would say that we're a really nice blend of intensity and heaviness, but neither one's like too much. We're kind of like a fine line between modern metalcore and heavier music that was popular from like the 90s and early 2000s era. Yeah.
We get a lot of Miss May I references too.
A lot of people say that we sound a lot like old Miss May I and bands like that.
You got a little something right here, buddy.
So, who in the band is the predominant writer?
The dominant writer
I'll be our
is
guitarist.
short guy
Brian.
Brian Carberry. He does most of the writing. Usually when we write, he'll come up with lyrics and like a skeleton track just on the guitar parts, and then he'll bring it to me and we'll just kind of sit down and shape it onto what kind of parts go where and where the song's going to go. And then everyone just kind of comes in and puts their parts on it, and then it's a song.
And I just edit the lyrics to make it fit a little bit more, for the most part.
Do you guys have any different types of social media for the band?
We have a Facebook, and
Yeah.
we have a Twitter,
but we don't know how to use it.
but no one follows it, so we never post on it.
Not really
should make
Twitter
an Instagram.
people.
We're looking at opening up an Instagram, but we just haven't gotten into it.
Our main side is Facebook.
Do any of you guys play any other instruments than what you do in the band?
I played plenty. I was a band nerd.
Me and him were in band.
Yeah.
I played the trumpet.
I played
Trumpet
the
player.
oboe and the-
Yeah.
I
Xylophone,
kind of fuck around with guitar a little bit. I suck, but it's still fun.
I play acoustic chords on a guitar. Sometimes.
Acoustic chords. That's different from normal chords.
Yeah. It's different. It's more pop punk.
It's more acoustic.
It's more pop punk.
So how do you guys end up preparing yourselves for any performances?
I find it a ritual before every show to drink either a Red Bull or any kind of energy drink like that,
Rockstar.
just to make sure. And the other guys do sometimes, just to make sure that our bodies are at maximum capacity. Because when we're up there, we're just pushing everything to the limit and try to be as intense and have the best live show that we can. And so we're just pushing our bodies to the absolute limit as often as we can.
For me, it's just water.
No fast food
Water.
before show.
Definitely no fast food.
Yeah, we learned the hard way. No fast food. We had a bunch of McDonald's and ooh, that was not fun.
Or alcohol.
Or alcohol. That's always.
Are all of you guys self-taught musicians, or have any of you guys had lessons?
I don't think any of us had lessons.
I had lessons at one point. I ended up teaching the director everything.
Yeah, the rest of us just kind of.
I paid the dude like $100, and I ended up teaching him.
Yeah, we kind of just all picked it up on our own, just fucked around with something.
Yeah, I've known him since like 4th grade, so it's been like 9 years or so.
Yeah.
Me and him have been back and forth playing forever, so I've seen him kind of mature, and that's on his own.
I've just
You asked. Go ahead.
I've just gotten tips from other bands. Like back in 2011, I saw Suicide Silence at Mayhem Festival, and when I met Mitch, he gave me a few tips on how to scream.
Yeah, I'm actually, it's kind of a proud thing, you know. I've known him since, like he said, since like the 4th grade, and I've seen him come really far as a guitar player. From back in 7th grade when we tried to be in a band and we just tried to cover like 2 Metallica songs and we absolutely sucked. Like we could barely get it right. We played, was it Inner Sandman and For Whom the Bell Tolls, and we thought we were the shit. And then, like, nowadays, like we're all playing like this crazy shit, and I'm really proud of him. He's my baby.
Him too. This is Bay.
That's my baby.
How do you guys get people to kind of take you seriously as musicians? Like, this is what you guys want to do?
We pretty much spend all of our time on it. It's pretty much every opportunity that we get of free time, we spend with each other, either practicing or trying to book a show, or just even talking about what we're doing next. And it's been kind of hard because a lot of people still believe that we're just some dumbasses that think we're going to go somewhere with this, and we're not. But I mean, I've seen actual progress, and I'm thinking that maybe we can go somewhere with it. I'm hoping. So, I mean, if someone really asks me, they're like, do you really think you can do this? I definitely think I do. I definitely think we can.
I get pretty pissy when people ask that. It upsets me because they doubt us, and we've come pretty far in just a year of being in a band.
Sometimes you just gotta block out the haters.
It's not my strong suit, but I attempted.
And then I think I saw on someone's Facebook last night something about being on the radio or something.
Yes, there was a.
I posted so much about it.
There's a guy named Tom Christensen. He is a DJ. He's DJ Lunatic Fist on that's a show on an internet radio based out of the UK called rockbandom.com.
Rockbandomradio.com.
Rockbandomradio.com. What? Forgot part of it. But it was really cool to hear that because, I mean, it was the first night that the single was out. And, you know, just there's a guy on the radio that's just like, here's a new single from An Army of Dawn. Check them out. Here's from the night.
Like, what?
And then they played it. And afterwards, the dude was like, yes, give me more tracks. I loved it. It was awesome. And everyone in, like, the chat on there was just loving it. It was really awesome to get that kind of publicity and see that kind of feedback right away from it.
It was a very surreal feeling.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Crazy.
Well, thank you guys for doing this.
No problem. Thank you
for having us.
for interviewing us. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's our first real interview, so to speak.
Well, hang on a second, because I want to make sure it works before we decide that we're going to